Alright guys, so it is another episode of Homecoming and I'm here with another wonderful friend and we'll be talking to her, finding out what brought her to Ghana and her Ghana experience in general.
Hey, what's up everybody? I'm excited to chat with you all today. My name is Fredara. Lots of people call me Free. I'm from the United States. I'm from Florida and this is my 5th time here in Ghana.
Why do people call you Free?
You know what? It started a long time ago. It's not something I chose for myself, but people just pick all kinds of nicknames from my birth name, Fredara, but I like it. I like being called Free, and it just so happens that I share a birthday with the Haitian revolutionary Toussaint Louverture, and my birthday, May 20th, is Freedom Day in Florida, the day enslaved black people became free in my home state of Florida. So I love that it's all kind of in there together.
Okay. So what brought you to Ghana?
The first time or this time?
I mean the first time. How did you even discover Ghana in the first place?
Okay, so it was really funny. It was a series of events that brought me to Ghana. I'll keep it short though. Somebody gave me Yajasi's book, Homegoing, to read, which is all about Ghana, and it kind of put Ghana on my mind. 2, I got accepted to a conference here at University of Ghana. Then 3, I started researching this lady named Shirley Graham Du Bois, who's known as the wife of W.B. Du Bois, the Du Bois Center here in Ghana during Ghanaian independence and all of that. And it was my research on Shirley Graham Du Bois that told my job. They sent me to Ghana for the first time for free. So I came to Ghana with Oberlin College for the first time in 2018, and I've been coming back ever since.
So being in Ghana for this long, I mean, how long have you stayed in Ghana? What has been your longest period?
This has been my longest period, and it's been almost 2 months. I was supposed to be here like 3 weeks.
Wait. Are you overstaying or you've moved to Ghana already?
I think I low-key moved to Ghana and then I just visit the US. I think that's what's happening.
Oh. So okay, talking about that, then what is your Ghana experience in general? Like what has Ghana been to you?
Oh, Ghana's been lots of things to me. It's been a respite, like a break from the craziness of the US. It has been challenging and, you know, just sort of learning Ghanaian culture and customs and what does resonate with my experience as a Black American and what is different. It's been exciting. I've made so many wonderful, beautiful friends, including Fred, here in Ghana. Hey! So yeah, I think there hasn't just been a Ghana experience, but lots of Ghana experiences.
What has been the connection between you and the Ghanaians in general, because you come from a different cultural background, different states, different country, and so being in Ghana for the first time, or when you're in Ghana for the first time and then coming back your 5th time now, what has it been like for you?
So, you know, I gotta admit, when I came to Ghana the first time, I didn't know that much about Ghana, despite the fact that I have several Adinkra symbols tattooed on me. I will admit, I didn't know a ton about Ghana before I came, but when I got here, aside from the way Black Americans talk about coming to Ghana being this whole homecoming kind of ancestral experience, I'm a Southerner in the United States. I'm from the state of Florida, and Ghana looks so much like Florida to me. I grew up on the Atlantic Ocean with the palm trees, eating lots of fresh seafood. Ghanaians in general, in my experience, are very laid back and hospitable. That reminds me of Southern culture, Black Southern culture in the US. Some of the foods are very familiar, and the friends that I met here who are Ghanaian have been incredibly welcoming, and you know, just really my ways in of learning more about Ghanaian culture, and those friendships are now lifelong.
And how do your career, what do you do in general?
What do I do in general?
Yeah.
I am a writer.
Okay.
And I'm also a professor.
Professor?
I'm a professor.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Professor at where?
I'm a professor at the Juilliard School in New York City.
And what do you teach?
I teach ethnomusicology. So I teach courses on Black music, I teach courses on jazz history, I teach courses about ethnomusicology, world music, all those kinds of things.
And how has that been able to, your connection to Ghana, how has it helped your profession?
Well, I'll tell you one really personal and important thing. The first time I came here, there is a Ghanaian ethnomusicologist who's considered like one of the greatest composers, African composers in all like of history, and one of the top, the top, and sort of the pioneering African music scholar, J.H. Kwabena Nketia, who taught at University of Ghana for many, many, many years. And when I was in graduate school, I read his work, I saw him at conferences, and I was always too nervous to say hello. But I got to meet him when I came on the first trip, and he was in his 90s then. He's the grandfather of Manifest, the rapper Manifest, who everybody loves. I got to meet him, and I got to thank him at an event honoring him. And he passed away a few months later after that. And so to have had that encounter with Professor Nketia was invaluable.
Talking about music in general, Ghanaian music, do you have a favorite artist that you enjoy listening to his music from Ghana, and how is the Ghana music for you?
So in terms of like contemporary artists, I might be saying her name wrong, but I really love Wiyala from the north.
That is the right name.
I love her. Her voice is incredible. Her energy is so fierce and magnetic. I adore her. And I have been falling in love with High Life, E.T. Mensah, Ebo Taylor. And then, you know, I was here December 2019, so I was at Afrochella, and, you know, shout out to the Shada Wales from here. I saw Sarkodie perform for a New Year's Eve that year. So, you know, I've just been like loving, experiencing all of it, because I'll say this about music. I'd heard a lot of it in the United States, but it's something about hearing it on its natural soil, like getting the whole vibe that comes along with the music. That's been incredible for me.
Before you moved to Ghana, what was the impression you had about Africa? First of all, is Ghana your first African destination?
It's my first sub-Saharan African destination. I'd only been to North Africa before here.
Okay. So before you had the opportunity to visit, what was your impression about the continent?
So it's interesting. That's such an interesting and complicated question. So I grew up in like a fairly Afrocentric household, and Africa was a place I always had interest in. And so, you know, I always tried to learn on my own, which isn't easy in a country like the United States of America, about Africa, right? About these different countries. Again, I got tattoos of Adinkra symbols, like trying to like create some connection. But even still, I was embarrassed, quite honestly, the first time I came, at how much I did not know. Like if when I had landed, if you'd asked me to name the largest local language, I wouldn't have been able to do it, you know. And if you'd asked me to name a city other than Accra, I wouldn't have been able to do it. I had really only thought about West Africa as an extension of my own experience as a Black American. But what is so beautiful about coming here is it forces you out of that posture, and you have to learn to accept, understand, and appreciate Ghana in the present tense for all that it is, from the gutters to the high life and everything in between. You learn to appreciate it for what it is now and what it's growing to be.
How is Africa and Ghana projected on the screen of Western world and media?
So I think Ghana's projection and, to use a word I hate, brand, if you will, has changed dramatically. Like in the time that I started coming. I came in 2018, right before all of the year of return stuff started hitting, right before all of the travel to Africa movements really kicked into high gear. And so I've seen the arc of that. So right now, Ghana's reputation among Black Americans anyway is like white hot, red hot. I have so many friends who've come here since I've been here. I've run into friends while I'm in Ghana. I have friends coming this December, and I think that's amazing. I mean, Ghana, one of the things that makes Ghana so attractive is it's an English-speaking country, because y'all were colonized by the British, and there are direct flights here from New York and DC, so it's easy to get here. And so I love to hear friends coming, bringing their families, their parents, their children, all of it. I think But I think part of the reason people are so interested in coming is that they know they've been misinformed in some way, shape, or form, and they want to touch and feel something that is actual and real and not what is being translated about Africa to them from the media or from NGOs or whomever, but come here and feel all of that for themselves.
So what would be your message to friends, family who are out there who haven't had the opportunity to visit the continent like you? What would be your message to them?
My message would be just come through. If you can't come, I'm not gonna act like it's inexpensive to come to Ghana. The most expensive thing is the plane ticket, but if coming isn't an option right now, be curious. Now we live in a different world where there are YouTube channels like yours where people, shout out to his YouTube channel, subscribe, where you can get these really beautiful kind of on the ground views of places like Ghana. There are so many content creators and even on platforms like Netflix, films and stuff about the continent that allow you to get a view that is beyond the facts and the figures. Go to that African restaurant in your city, even, and not just eat the food, but talk to the people who own it, learn about it. And if you can, and when you can, certainly come on over.
Right, you mentioned something about cost.
Yeah.
And you've been in Ghana, I think this is your fifth time, like you said, right?
Yeah.
What is the expenses like for you? Because people cannot travel as a result of cost of flight and other expenses.
Yeah, so that's a question that makes me think about a lot of things. All of the ways that we make, or the systems make Africa inaccessible to others and make the world inaccessible to Africans. Like, I think about that a lot. And one of the ways is, a plane ticket here is not necessarily the same as trying to fly to Europe or the Caribbean. And so if you time it right, maybe you pay $1,000 US for a round trip ticket. If you're trying to come and turn up for December, you're probably paying $2,000 for a round trip ticket. And people can have a good job and that's still a lot of money, especially if they want to bring family. And so I always say Americans are high maintenance. And so if you come here and you want to stay someplace that feels like the States, you're going to pay close to US prices for that. And if you come here, the flight is like 10, 11 hours. You're not staying for a weekend. You're going to stay for at least a week. I would say at least 10 days. And so flight accommodations is not going to be inexpensive. Accommodations will be reasonable, but it's not going to be inexpensive. You likely have to get a yellow fever shot if you haven't had one. You got to pay for a COVID test once you land. All that starts to add up, especially if, say, you're a family of 4, or even if you're a couple, and those are all expenses that you have to incur. So I understand that, but I think even with those costs, it is more accessible to come here than it has been before.
When is your favorite time of the year to visit Ghana?
So I like coming in the summer. Like, everybody loves December, but when I was here that December, I was relieved when everything started to get quiet again, and I could actually get in an Uber and kind of move around the city without crazy traffic. But I love the energy of December, and I get why Ghanaians always want to be back home for Christmas. Like, everybody wants to be with their family and loved ones for Christmas. Like, I get that. And so, summers are nice to me because I get to just kind of poke around and move around and just kind of...
But don't you think that most of the Americans out there, or Ghanaians that live in America, they come home in December because it's cool?
Definitely. I mean, come on. I live in New York City. I was thrilled to leave all that snow behind and come here. So I completely appreciate that point. I just think that when you come in December, you're going to, it's like, for my Americans, it's like going to New Orleans during Mardi Gras. Like, it's so jam-packed. If you're trying to really kind of see New Orleans, it can be a bit difficult because there's just so many people and so much going on. And that's not bad. I just think that people have to be thoughtful about what kind of experience they want to have when they come here.
Since you've been in Ghana for 5 times now, I mean, Ghana is beyond Accra.
Yeah.
And now people tend to just come to Ghana, stay in Accra, and then they think they've visited Ghana.
Yeah.
What's your message to them, and how can they connect with the locals as well?
Okay, the first part of that, experience Ghana beyond Accra and Cape Coast for Black Americans. They want and need to go to the dungeons. I understand that. I've been to the dungeons several times, or Last Bass or Sin Manso. I understand all of that. But again, that's part of getting beyond just Accra and Cape Coast. To me, is about understanding Ghana beyond just our DNA connection to this part of the world. I've been to Kumasi several times, and that's just a different experience. And when I went to Kumasi, again, for Black Americans watching this, we use a lot of Adinkra symbols in Black American culture. We use a lot of kente in Black American culture to try and bridge that gap between us and the continent. And it was in Kumasi that I understood, which is the capital of the Ashanti region, where I understood how much of that Black American culture is actually Ashanti culture. And I got to go and watch people weave kente and go to the Asante Hene Palace, all of that. Or this trip, I went to the Western region. And before I went to the Western region, both Ghanaians and expats always said, the West is beautiful, it's so beautiful. And they are right. Like, I fell in love with the Western region.
So what are your favorite activities to do in Ghana?
Favorite things to do, go chasing waterfalls. There are so many beautiful waterfalls.
How many waterfalls have you been to?
Just like 2, and so I need to go see more. Your YouTube channel makes me jealous.
I'm gonna be dropping another waterfall video.
Okay.
Yes. I've actually been to like 10 waterfalls in Ghana.
See, I gotta catch up to you.
Yeah, and you've just seen 2.
I've just seen 2, but I didn't expect Ghana to have mountains. I love Abiri. Okay. I love that whole, like going into the eastern region. I love it up there. It's just a different vibe. The air is cooler, the fruits are fresh. I love the mountains, the waterfalls, all of that. And so that's one of my favorite things. I love just hanging out, listening to good bands and local clubs. Love all of that. Dance all night, Chez Afrique, Zen Garden.
Oh yeah.
Shopping in the boutiques around town, sitting by the beach. Like, I just feel like whatever my mood is, Ghana has something for me.
All things being equal,
yeah,
and you had the opportunity to invite 5 people to Ghana right now. Who are those 5 people gonna be?
Okay, that's really easy for me actually. My mom and my dad, that's 2. They've been married almost 52 years. Okay. Hey, Mom and Dad. So they know that. And then I'm gonna cheat a little bit. You gave me 5, I'm gonna take 6. My 4.
6? No, I said 5.
I took 4 more people, my 4 goddaughters. They're all like teenagers, young women, and I just think it would be something that I didn't have to come to Ghana at this age, to come to Africa at this age would be so transformational for them. So I would bring them, the older generation and the next generation.
Great. Do you have any plans of moving to Ghana anytime soon?
I mean, I live in the United States, so of course. I think what's happening for me now is like Ghana is where I come in the summer. It's a great place for me to write and get work done. I could move here, I could live here. I like it here. It's no winter here. And so, it's not a tough sale at all. So don't be surprised.
Have you found a Ghanaian sweetheart?
Is this enough to drink for that? Let's see, so I will say Ghanaian men are very, they're very flirty and like kind.
Ghanaian men, is it true?
And so, I'm trying to keep my sanity while I'm here and make it so I can always come back. That's what I'm saying.
Okay. All right, so before we sign out on this episode, do you have any message in general to give to our wonderful viewers who are watching right now?
Listen, thank you for checking out this video. Make sure you subscribe to this channel. I'm really grateful that I got a chance to put together some thoughts about all my time here in Ghana. So thank you to the Ghanaians who've been so hospitable to me, and to my homies and friends and family. Come on over.
All right, guys, so it has been wonderful having Fredara. Did I pronounce the name right?
Oh, it's Fredara. It's
Fredara.
Fred and Fredara.
Okay, so I'm Fred and she's Fredara.
Yep.
So it has been wonderful having her and getting to know how it is for her visiting Ghana for the 5th time and wanting to move here and finding a Ghanaian sweetheart.
Hey, somebody know somebody, let me know.
Ah, okay. You know, Ghana is all about connection. Right?
I have learned.
Let's connect here. So for those of you who would love to connect with Fredara, she has her information here.
Yep, you can just follow me on IG. My IG handle is the same as my first name, Fredara, Fredara.
And I'm going to leave it in the description box below. And yeah.
Bye.
So guys, tell me what you want to see next, who you want to see being featured on this channel, and if you also want to be featured, just leave your name in the comment section below and I'll try and meet up with you and then we'll do this together. Bye for now.
Bye.